Hello guys and welcome back again. I'm going to do another spring look today, but I have my delivery from Beauty Bay from my online shopping video. So we're going to go through that first and then I'm going to put on, obviously I'm going to have to fill in the gaps that I didn't buy, but then we'll do a little spring look. So I think we actually did pretty good with everything that we bought. First thing is the beauty blenders by Beauty Bay. These are them dry, but I am going to use a brush for my foundation today just because it is one that I wanted to buy specifically for waiting for work, and I wouldn't get up in the morning, wet a beauty blender, sit and tap it on for 20 minutes just to get it to full coverage. I'll just slap it on with a brush and move on. But they did come in quite a nice box rather than just like a packet or something. Quite a nice box there. The primer we ended up picking was the NYX Marshmellow one. When I looked at the two of them, I was actually quite glad because the other one had silica in it, which is silicone, and this one was silicone free. So nice primer. I'm hoping it's going to be, because it's meant to be smoothing, and I want that, but I don't want silicone because that takes my foundation off. Foundation we ended up with is the Superstay activewear one. I did have the activewear, not the activewear, I did have the Maybelline one probably about a year ago, and I used it all up and I wasn't massively impressed with it, I have to say. This also looks a little bit dark for me. Literally ivory. Oh my, I think that's like the second lightest shade. I'm hoping summer comes in quick and I can get a tan in that case. Grabbing next is the Sky High Mascara by Maybelline. I think we all know what's going on with this by now, so we'll see how that looks on my lashes. I do have okay lashes, they're not the longest, but they are like curled enough that I don't have to curl them. So hopefully if that can give me a little bit of a curl, I'll be happy. Next thing was the Flash Hydrator, which actually, if you look at Maybelline the Balm, okay, it's a bit lighter than Maybelline. So not really like Maybelline, you can say I'm just about to hit pan on that one. So hopefully it'll be like a nice lighter version of that. Got the Revlon Superstay. It is Superstay? No, Superfix. Thinking of the foundation. Superfix Super Hold Mist and Spray Ultra Matte Finish, which is what I want in my life. So we'll see how this goes on, because it's got aloe vera and stuff in it. So I'm hoping it's quite nice, and it's a nice like weighty bottle. I feel as though there's a lot of product in it. Next was technically what you guys picked, was the Moon Prism Blush by Lunar Beauty. I'm all about like these colours, like this one is speaking to me especially. Oh, I think these they probably will be too dark for us, definitely. But I'm definitely thinking like eyeshadows will look nice. I'm so excited, so excited. I've wanted that for ages and I just never wanted to pay the price. But I think I'm quite happy that I've just bit the bullet and done it. Really happy. And then last that you guys didn't pick, but I did still want, which was the Sunset Horizons palette. Generally kind of was looking at this, and then I seen the Bailey Sarian did a look last Monday, I think it was, with like these two purples, and that's what I'm going to be using today. Because I really need a lilac. It did not have a single lilac in my collection. So I was just like, I want this just everywhere today. So I'm so happy that I did actually get this. And I think there's actually quite a lot of colours in here that I don't already have. Like, yes, I've got a yellow, but it's not like as greeny as that one is. And we'll get started on the face because I feel as I've been babbling for too long already. So first thing we're going with is the primer. I do have a mirror here, which I'm managing to keep out of shot for a change. Don't know how much to use. I'm going to go in with like a tiny bit. and just see how far it goes. I'm really going to take like that much. And yeah, it spreads quite a long way. That's just done the entire top of my cheek. It smells familiar, but I couldn't tell you what. If you ever got like a doll or a Barbie when you were a kid and it had like a sweet smell to it, like it was one where it was just like, oh, like cake Barbie. It smells a bit like that. Okay, we'll see how that performs. Like, it feels nice. I can feel it on my skin. It's not tacky at all, but it's also not slippy. So it does just feel a little bit like a moisturiser. And I'm going to go straight in with the foundation. And from what I remember, I needed out 3 pumps of this, but I'm going to start off with like 2. Probably should have shook it up before I started. Just going to use a Real Techniques sculpting brush just to begin with. I know this one stains, but I'm just going to live with it. It's a bit dark, but I am going to apply it like I would apply it for work. Yeah, so that was like a pump and a half because the first pump was a bit watery. So it's definitely not the claim of full coverage. So I'm now on to like, well, I've done 4-ish kind of pumps. I'm going to see if dispersing it through my face helps any. Okay, so now I've shaken it up. It does seem to be better. And it seems to be a bit thicker as well. Yeah, it's definitely like that side's better than that side. I'm just going to build up a little bit of coverage over here. I did get a call from my hairdresser today to say that they're going to start booking appointments next week, all going well. And I can't wait. Okay, I think that is actually like quite a nice coverage. I think I could have used 3 pumps if I had have shaken it up first. So just like for every day, I don't mind my cheeks being out and stuff. I'm just going to pop on a concealer. I'll put that in with the brush as well. Yeah, that looks quite bright, but like actually in person I don't think it is. I'm just going to lightly powder. I hate it when there's a specific brush that I want and I can't find it or reach it. So I've just got my Revolution, I Heart Revolution Coconut Baking Powder, just on a small setting spray. And so small setting spray. Small setting brush. It's Real Techniques as well. I generally use these ones for just like everyday stuff. Just really lightly set that down, hit those spots so they don't bring any attention. So I'll leave the rest so that I can generally throughout the day, so that I can touch up. Bronzer, then blush, then the highlight. So I've just pulled out my Hoola bronzer, just on the high points over here. I did notice my last video, like when I had like a handheld mirror, it was in front of my face a lot. I'm having to like try and edit down so that it doesn't look like I had it in front of my face the whole time when I actually did. And the fun stuff, this Prism. I actually think I want to like take the 2 middle colours and just kind of mix them on the multitask brush. And I don't know how pigmented they're going to be. Okay, they're there. Definitely there in the viewfinder. I do actually quite like those 2 mixed together. Oh. I also love that in the past like 2 months I've gone from never using blush to overusing blush to the point where I look like a clown every time I put it on. So that was Twilight and Stargaze. I do quite like them. And then I do one where I mix the two of them together. Yes. Swatch this, it's like a shimmery one. Oh, that's nice too, actually. I really like. Okay, good purchase. Go buy it. Honestly, go buy it. So that's blush on. She's about to put more on there. And then highlight, which is the Beauty Bay highlighter in Flash. I think I get like a small buffing brush. This is a Morphe GS3 brush. And I'm going to pick up a small amount. Get rid of the cat fur. Because it looks very glittery. Wow, okay, yeah, higher. And I had a feeling it would need buffed in. Okay, so this is definitely stronger than what I would normally go for in the daytime, obviously. Like, you can't see like the cast when I move my face. I think the only thing we've got left from this is the mascara and the eyeshadow. I'll do brows and lips off camera, and then I'll come back and do eyes with the rest of the products. Okay, and we are back. So in with the Sunset palette. I'm going to be fair and I'm going to put a eyeshadow primer on. So I'm going to use my Revolution Ultimate Eye Base. I think I'm just going to go straight in with the colour Bikini, which is that lavender, and I'm just going to put it like all over, and then I'm going to blend it out. Maybe with something else, maybe just with more of that. There's a bit of kickback to it. If the pigment's there, then I don't mind a bit of kickback. Try and do it where you can actually see. Just gonna try and touch this lash line up a bit more. I do actually think that's so pretty. Oh! It's so nice. And I'm just going to grab my Morphe 456 and I'm just going to take the colour Dusk, blend everything out. Can't get those eyebrows hairs, I do apologise. I think once I've got everything else on, I'll actually love this. Like, I love the colour. I did get the idea of putting like an eye gloss over this. I think I like it just as like a really nice pastel. I think I'm actually going to put shell on the bottom just to be totally out there. Using a Morphe 431. It's not going to be as pigmented, I can already tell. Yeah, you can't really see that. Let's just try and put the lavender underneath. Not even that is going on very well. I definitely think it needs like a good eyeshadow base to stick to. Okay, so I've tried building that up a little bit under my eye, but it definitely needs an eyeshadow base. I'm just going to get a bit of my highlight that I used. I'm just going to take it on the little blending brush that I had. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's stunning. Okay, we'll have some more of you, please, dear. Thank you. No, but that is an inner corner highlight. You know what? I'll put a touch on the lid. I'm sold entirely on this highlighter. Okay, so next is the mascara, I think. I'm not even sure if I want to put lashes on. I'm going to see what this looks like. Okay, I'm going to get really close to my mirror, which is beneficial for you guys because you can then really see the mascara going on. So that's one coat, which I am actually quite impressed by. I'm going to do the top of the other eye. And then what does it look like on the bottom? Got a little bit chunky on the outside of this one. Just started to get a little bit chunky, but a second coat generally does. I actually feel like I'm going to leave that there. And I think with this, like, look, with it being so soft, you don't need big lashes with it. It was a very quick look. It wasn't really anything dramatic, which is quite nice. So you can generally get the idea of the skin without the highlighter. Is what I would generally wear for work. I would then just put a bit of setting powder over my eyelids, maybe a bit of bronzer and some mascara on. Let me know if you want to see a look for what I wear for work as a makeup wearer. So I work in an office, so obviously I'm not outside, I'm not running around, I don't have to go anywhere, I'm just sitting. Let me know how you feel about these products. I am very pleased, very surprised. Loving the mascara, that's definitely a go-to. I would buy this again based on my first impression. Sunset Horizons, I think with a good base, these could be so good. And I'm definitely going to try and recreate Bailey's look, which I did with purples, because I'm an absolute fiend for purple. Obviously, you all saw my reaction to the blushes, so we know that I love these already. Definitely going to try out more of them. Oh my god, I missed the setting spray. Okay, let's get it on and hope that the mascara doesn't move. Oh, it smells really nice. It's floral, but it's like nice and fresh. Oh, it's not continuous. Oh, okay. That feels really nice. I'm a little bit good that it's not like a continuous, but it's a nice fine mist. It hasn't gone to like actual water droplets on my skin, and it hasn't disturbed anything. Everything looks so nice. Even that highlight, now that it's settled, it's not as muddy. Oh, I feel like this is just, I know I say it nearly every single video, but I'm just like, I want to put this on, put on like a cute top and jeans and go sit in a beer garden. It's all, I think because we've not been able to do it for a year, I'm like, it's all I want to do. Oh, but I'm so impressed, so ultimately impressed. I will keep you guys updated through the videos on how I do with these, but you're probably going to see a lot more of it tagged in coming videos because I am in love. But that's it for today, guys. I've done the longest outro ever again. I will catch you in my next video, hopefully. Let me know if there's anything that you particularly want to see. I'm always happy to take on ideas and try my best to execute them, even when they are requests to read books. I still did it. Okay, guys, until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.